What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review, where today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to try to make it like a Fuck This Review lightning round kind of thing, just to test some things out. We're still early in the process, so I just want to, try new things. So today I'm going to be discussing Rod Wave, SoulFly. Let me just start by saying I love when I listen to something new or something that I already had a prejudgment on and go into it, and then when I listen to it I get a whole different outcome from what I thought. Because to be truthfully honest, this is my first Rod Wave album, the first collection of songs I ever listened to. I know I'm late, whatever, but this is the first collection I ever listened to from him, and to be truthfully honest with you, I was really surprised. I was really taken back. I was really I was happy that I was wrong. I went into this album with a preconceived notion of who he was, and I didn't even listen to him. So that's just bad. That's just bad on my character itself. But the thing about music is that it can always change your mind. And listen to this, Rod Wave, you gained a new fan in me. I don't know how much that means, but you gained a new fan in me. And this album's gonna be #1 on the charts this week, I believe. So, with over 100K sold, that's just fucking great. Clap for that black man, young black man at that. The album has 19 tracks on it. But with me, whenever I see an album that has like a lot of tracks on it, I already put my marathon gear on. Like, all right, here we go. But even though it's 19 tracks, a lot of the songs are one verse and hook, which is I thought was new, like something I've never really came across before. It's just a song that's like, this is just one verse and then we got the hook and that's the record. And I love the like sort of interludes with his mom to open the album. I think that's Pimp C on the record. I love his friends talking. I love the girl talking, or the one at the end of the songs who leaves the voicemail. I like the production, even though I'm not a fan of all the producers putting their tags on it. Like one song on here had 3 producer tags before the song dropped. But besides that, I appreciate that about it. This album has a lot of pain in it, and I'm a person who appreciates art with pain in it. Like it's hard for me to get into a lot of new stuff because it lacks character and depth to it. It's shallow, and I believe as an artist, I know this sounds crazy, but as an artist, I think you need pain, to help paint that canvas. And man, this young black man, pain just spills over this whole project, man. Like, this is a fucking blues country record if you step back and look at it. And man, it just took me so by surprise. Some of the songs I really love. I love the intro with his mom talking on it. It was another song, I think it was the intro, where he discussed, even through their hardships and things of that nature, he still turned around and gave back to her, bought her a house, and did things of that nature, and just took care of her in a way. Even with his dad, like, he talks about the strain on their relationship and things of that nature, and he mentions his dad a lot during the whole project, and just building a relationship. He talks about how his dad, tells him it's people looking at you for inspiration, and things don't kind of mess this up kind of thing. Blame It On You, which is about his ex. Great record. Gone to November is one of my favorites. I never heard somebody, I'll be gone to November. You can mark your calendar. Like, he made calendar rhyme with November. I never heard that in my 30 plus years of listening to rap. And this is not even a rap album. Like, I don't even think it's a rap album. It's like a trap country album. But I'll be going to November. You can mark your calendar. I just thought that phone keep ringing. Like, I just love that. Tombstone, man, great record. The video is dope. I love the gospel feel of the record. That kind of drew me into the whole thing. Even though he's a good singer and storytelling wise, and his pictures he painted, great. But the gospel in the background, and having the kid in the video who was deaf and get shot by the cop, and it's just heart wrenching. Pills and Bills. I think he's referring to himself in third person, where he talks about all the, drugs and things of that nature, and how the music industry and the record company is capitalizing off his pain and getting profit from his pain. And he also talks about, I believe, his like uncle, who's a crackhead and tried fentanyl one time and OD. Sad story, man. Like, it's a lot of, for me, it was, I couldn't find myself. I listened to it a couple times, then it just started making me sad. And that's how music can dictate emotion and things of that nature. Even though it shows adversity and how far he's come, it's so many sad undertones. And even it was one point of the album where he says, like, I think it was towards the end of a song, where he goes into like, I'm just recollecting my stories. I'm good, because I got money and things of that nature. And first thing I thought was like a therapist would say, nah, you still in pain. I don't think somebody writes this kind of album if they weren't still in pain. And even I watch his videos, like, he looks in pain, and I could just be processing that just from the outside looking in and over analyzing. But man, I just hope that kid make it through whatever he has to make it through, because he's a great fucking artist, man. Like, I would love to see the progression of Rod Wave, like, because I imagine how many kids this is touching, and how many people, the youth that is touching, just somebody being this vulnerable and singing those songs and over these kind of beats. It's really dope, man. Street Runner, that sample is so dope. Like, the way whoever did that beat, it slips my mind right now, but whoever did that beat is really dope, man. Like, she tell me, fuck you, I hate you, then I love you, I can't blame you. She say, I love you, but don't trust you, can't change you. I just hope we don't end up like they do, crash and burn on the shade room. And yeah, that's how many of these couples end. And unfortunately nowadays, I thought that was cool. What's Love, I think it's a country record for sure. That and Invisible Scars. And What's Love, he's speaking from a girl perspective, and just wanting a better life and things of that nature. It really is a country record. I love the Drake flip on Over My Dead Body. When I heard it, I was at the gym and I was listening to it, and the first time I heard it, I was like, damn, this sounds like a Drake record. Like, I know this melody. And sure enough, he was like, Over My Dead Body. Like, I was like, oh yeah, that's where I know it from. Over My Dead Body, Drake. I love the Pac references throughout here. You could tell he was brought up, his OGs listen to Pac. He has Thug Life, like Pac said. I smoke the weed and sip the lean to take the pain out, and if I wasn't high, I'd probably try to blow my brains out. That's the Pac line for me against the world, Lord knows. So I just love the youth putting those kind of things within, just to show like, oh shit, Pac's still alive. You know what I mean? It keeps the legacy alive. How the Game Go, Shock the World, Invisible Scars I mentioned, which could be a single. Like, to me, that could be a single. Like, that could be a big single to me, Invisible Scars. Callin', Believe Me is a great record. Changing, he ends it with, maybe I'm changing. I like, it was a great outro record, because it's kind of like the evolution song in a way, like saying goodbye to the old me, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. It's like, I'm moving on. I found a gift with this music stuff. Like he said, I was talented in other things, but the music is what pays the bills, and which helping me take care of my family. And like, I love how he mentions like, I only care about my mom, my kid, and my kid's mom. And you could tell family is a real thing to him, and it means a lot. And his circle, Jigga, I think that's his name. I don't know, I could be mistaken that, but just, you could tell all that means a lot to him and what he's doing it for. So I just hope that that this kid does make it as big as possible, because this shit is just so amazing to me, man. Like, it hit me a whole different way. Like, yeah, I'm getting emotional now. Like, it's so much pain in this record, bro. Let me get into my best songs. I'm gonna go with Tombstone, Gone to November, and I'm gonna probably go with the title track, Soulfly. I really enjoyed that record. Worst song, I'm gonna go with Sneaky Links. I'm gonna go with that one. Best line, he says, I keep my gun in my drawers, ducking the sad news. My phone say 7 missed calls. I know it's bad news. And I was like, damn. Yep, that's exactly how I feel. Like whenever I get those a lot of missed calls or calls at weird hours of the night and things of that nature, I just know that something isn't right. So that line stood out to me and hit me. Rating, I'm gonna give it fucking. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 fucks given. Straight up. Besides it being 19 tracks, like I think it could have been skimmed down, but the message in it is just greater than the actual length of the album. So I appreciate him for that. Let's wrap this up though. I'll be going to November, going in North. In closing, again, like I love going into albums. I love being wrong, especially about music. It's one of the few things I like being wrong about. I love music changing my mind and changing my scope on the artist or things of that nature, just so I could open my music catalog and embrace something new. And I think this album is really great. It's a sad album, but like again, I think I enjoy music with pain in it. So from that standpoint, I really enjoyed it. I love him being expressive. I love him singing his emotions and letting us into his world and just to grasp his pain, and maybe we can relate to it, and maybe we won't feel alone. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the great things about music, is that when you can listen to it and you're going through the same things, you hear somebody else express it in a way, not only do you relate, it's like, oh shit, yes, you're going through the same thing I'm going through. Maybe I'm not alone in this world, and maybe I could see another day, because if you made it, I can make it, kind of thing. And I just enjoyed that aspect of this album. Well, that's the lightning round version of Fuck This Review. As always, fuck this review. I'm Tatum. Peace.